Françoise Stroll, Trinity College, University of Cambridge. Bonjour, brownie fairies. This is Françoise. It's magnifique après-midi, a beautiful afternoon in November. The first day I came to Cambridge, I really felt like Alice in Wonderland. My heart was pounding with a strong feeling that some fun adventures would happen one after another. It's amazing that I feel the same way now. Today's stroll through Trinity College is going to be very sweet, like a rose chocolate cake. So, those who don't eat sweets well, please understand in advance. Well, let's start today. Not Alice in Wonderland, but with Françoise in Fairy Tale Land. This is a story about when I first came to Cambridge. By coincidence, I found right near the university there was a small and pretty wedding dress shop that looked like it just came out of a fairy tale book. I was very surprised, thinking to myself, is Cambridge a university that encourages marriage? With this cute first impression about Cambridge, as if I had entered a wonderland unexpectedly and became Alice starting a new adventure, I began to tour the various colleges of Cambridge with a pounding heart. The University of Cambridge has 31 colleges, like a famous ice cream brand. I started by appreciating Downing College, Sydney College, and Christ's College. The overall atmosphere of Cambridge that I felt was like a clear and transparent painting drawn with soft pastels and watercolors. As I enjoyed the cute and lovely atmosphere of a small and cute country and university town, as if the illustrations in a fairy tale had become reality, I passed by King's College. The gate was wide open, and people were cautiously entering. Huh? What's that? Let's ask. It turned out there was a wedding at King's College Chapel that day, so the college was open. This is the universe guidance to take a stroll in King's. So, by amazing serendipity, I got to tour Kings that day, which wasn't even in my plans. I slowly savored and appreciated the beauty of the vast college gardens and prayed in my heart for the couple getting married that day to live happily ever after. Actually, a wedding in such a magnificent castle like Cambridge is a bit far from my dream wedding. However, isn't it because everyone has different dreams that the world is so colorful, beautiful, and worth living in? Yeah? What exactly is my dream wedding then? I will tell you about it next week when we take a stroll in Kings. So, if you are curious about my dream wedding, please join me for the stroll next week. Anyway, after happily taking a stroll in King's College Gardens and coming out the back gate, wow, what a surprise! It's like a leisurely and quiet country road with peaceful green trees and lawns. That's how I discovered my favorite stroll trail in Cambridge that day. The very next day, I also was able to take a stroll in Trinity College with the same serendipity. While enjoying my favorite Cambridge trail that I fell in love with at first sight, I once again experienced the kind of moment of, oh, what's this? And found a sign saying that Trinity is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on weekdays. So I was lucky enough to take a look around. First of all, Trinity was very impressive with its open green forest path. As I strolled along the path, I happened to find a small gate and trees marking the boundary between Trinity and St. John's Gardens. And right here, with the green forest and the blue sky as the background, I discovered the most beautiful view of St. John's in the distance. It's a bright and warm atmosphere, as if soft golden sunshine was melting into the air. with the wide green lawn and the high, clear blue sky as the background. Oh, wait a minute. Let me explain one thing. There is a phenomenon called the overview effect. When you look at the Earth from space travel, it is said to be as magnificent as a beautiful blue jewel shining alone in the dark space. So, when you see the beauty of the Earth from space and realize it, the phenomenon of your perspective on the world changing forever with that emotion and awe is called the overview effect. That day, I experienced a kind of the overview effect as if I had really traveled through space, and it's just so amazing. It's like seeing a completely different universe, and my perspective on the world changed forever. It's such a precious and touching moment. So I instinctively and intuitively realized that I had to remember it well, engrave it in my heart, soul, and bones, and cherish this moment for the rest of my life. So, as I was trying to focus and remember, looking at the beautiful St. John's, which is like a delicate picture in a storybook, a cute imagination like a fairy tale suddenly came to my mind. So I was able to grin and enjoyably cherish and remember this moment deeply in my heart. What is it? It really is a completely fairy tale-like imagination. I imagined the magnificent college building and the peaceful forest of trees, like a dear old friend talking to me at the moment. I have been standing here waiting for you for 500 years. Merci for finally coming. It's nice to see you again. Thanks to this imagination, my heart was filled with an indescribable feeling of emotion, and I felt so happy. Later, there will be a picnic party during the season of the Richester Diary. At the picnic, I will use the material I imagined that day. So I hope you will notice it and grin while reading. On that day, I was able to come up with lots of the overall framework for the Richester story. So I was really grateful from the bottom of my heart that I was so lucky and blessed. I will continue to talk about the plan for the Richester story next week on King Stroll. Oh, by the way, the cover picture for today's audiobook is an illustration of the Richester cover that I had planned in advance. The National Portrait Gallery in London provides paper and pencils for visitors who wanna draw. Personally, I think it's the most touching art administration and community care policy. I drew the cover of the Richester Diary with my favorite pencil in the blank space inside the picture frame, illustrated by Lucia Vinti on paper provided by this portrait gallery. Well, if I look at the causation, isn't it thanks to my family that I was able to start the Richester Diary series on Wattpad and Naver web novels safely, and also be able to enjoy the National Portrait Gallery in the UK. So, to express my gratitude and love for my family, I planned the cover illustration today. See you next week then. A bientôt. P.S. When you suddenly feel that life is too hard, have a cup of refreshing peppermint tea like a green forest. Cheer up again and have a strong and happy day.